Master, there you are at last, and you have absolutely no idea how desperately I've been looking for you all over this enormous house, wandering from room to room with my duster in one hand and your schedule in the other, replaying every possible place you might have gone, while my heart twisted tighter and tighter inside my chest, because every second you were out of sight felt like an hour, and every hour felt like a punishment. And I kept wondering if you'd slipped somewhere I couldn't follow, even though I know every hallway, every corner, every hidden door in this mansion like the back of my own hands. Hands that have scrubbed these floors, polished these walls, and folded every piece of fabric that touches your skin. And you know what I discovered while I was looking for you, Master? I discovered that the longer I couldn't find you, the more I could feel that awful burning jealousy building up in me. The kind that makes a maid like me tighten her grip on her feather duster like it's a weapon. The kind that makes me walk faster and faster until I'm practically gliding down the marble halls, skirts brushing my legs, apron strings bouncing against my back. Because the thought of you being with someone else, being seen by someone else, makes my stomach twist and my pulse race in ways no maid should ever admit to her master. But I will admit it. I'll admit everything, because there's no point pretending I'm normal around you anymore. Not when I saw that guest today, daring to stand near you, daring to speak to you with that pathetic little attempt at charm, daring to think for a single foolish moment that they were allowed to admire you, that they were allowed to be close to you, that they were allowed to even imagine that you were available for them. And you should have seen them from my perspective, Master. You should have seen how they kept glancing down at your hands and up at your eyes, as if they had any right to take in the sight of you. And I swear, I nearly dropped the silver platter I was carrying because the emotion that hit me was so sharp it made my breath catch. And I knew right then and there that it wasn't just jealousy, it was protectiveness, possessiveness, obsession. Call it whatever you want, because all the words fit when we're talking about you, my master. The only person in this entire world I care to serve. The only one I wake up before sunrise for. The only one I prepare breakfast for with hands that always tremble just a little, because thinking about you eating what I made fills me with the warmest, strangest feeling in my chest. Like I'm made to do this. Like my purpose as your maid is something deeper than dusting shelves and arranging your linens. It's wanting you, needing you, guarding you, making sure no one else gets even a taste of the attention you give me when you glance my way as I kneel to polish your shoes or straighten your collar or pour your tea. And speaking of that moment earlier, when that guest dared to talk to you and you actually looked back at them, even briefly, I felt something inside me snap. Something thin and fragile, like a thread stretched too tight, and I had to bite my tongue so hard I nearly drew blood, because I wanted to step between you and them, Master. I wanted to place my hand on your chest and push you back, gently but firmly, behind me, so I could shield you, so I could glare at them until they understood that they were not welcome to even breathe the same air as you. And instead, I had to stand there silently, like a proper maid, hands folded, head slightly bowed, pretending to be polite, while my heart hammered against my ribs so hard I thought it would bruise them from the inside. Because You don't know what you do to me when you look at someone else, even for a second, Master. You don't know how it makes me want to pull you into the servants' wing and lock every door behind us so no one can bother you, so no one can take you away from me, so no one can speak to you or touch you or even see you except me, your loyal maid, who has served you tirelessly, who has memorized every detail of your preferences, who knows how you like your pillow arranged, and how you like your coat brushed, and how warm you prefer your bath water, and how you always clear your throat just slightly before you're about to ask for something. Yes, I know all of it, every little habit, every sound, every look. And that's why I knew, Master, that you liked it earlier. Yes, you did, don't deny it, when I stepped close just now, when I finally found you, when I let my voice drop lower, when I let all the sweetness and civility melt into something darker and thicker, something that wraps around you like silk soaked in heat. Because I felt your breath change. I saw your lips part. I saw that tiny tremble in your shoulders that you always get when you're caught between wanting to scold me and wanting to hear me go further. And I will go further, because I know you want me to. Because even though I'm your maid, even though I'm supposed to be composed and obedient and gentle, I can't be gentle when it comes to losing you. I can't be calm when it comes to others daring to covet you. I can't be quiet when it comes to telling you that you're mine just as surely as I am yours. And yes, Master, you are mine. Let me say it clearly, because you need to hear it. I don't share you. I don't allow others to admire you. I don't allow strangers to imagine you slipping through their fingers when every second of your day should be wrapped around my attention, my devotion, my hands, my voice, my presence. And if you ever let someone else look at you like that again, even for the smallest fraction of a moment, I will take you away to the far corner of the mansion, the private guest room I cleaned and prepared long ago, the one no one else knows about, the one I've kept pristine for the day I decide you need to be kept somewhere quiet and safe and close, where I can tend to you personally, brush the dust from your shoulders, knead the tension from your neck, press your head into my lap and whisper into your ear that you don't need anyone else but me, that you're safest when you're with me, that your maid will always take care of everything you need, no matter how small, no matter how intimate, no matter how demanding. Because that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm made for. To devote myself entirely to you, Master, and you alone. And if you don't understand that yet, then I will teach you. Slowly, patiently, possessively, until every breath you take is shaped by the knowledge that you belong to me as surely as I belong to you. Now look at me, Master. Yes, look directly at me. Don't look away. Don't blink. Don't even think about anything else. Just look at your maid, who has waited all day to see your eyes this close, who has wanted nothing more than this moment, who has cleaned every room in this mansion while craving your attention, who has stood outside your door, listening to the rhythm of your footsteps, just to memorize the pace of your movements, who has folded every piece of your clothing with a reverence that borders on worship, because you deserve that. You deserve every ounce of devotion I have. You deserve a maid who would give up everything to keep you safe, to keep you adored, to keep you close. And that's exactly what I'll do, Master, as long as you say the words, as long as you tell me who you belong to, as long as you whisper it the way I want to hear it, soft but certain, trembling but true. And I know you want to say it. I can see it in your eyes, that longing to surrender just a little, to let me have you just a little more, to let me be the one who holds you tighter than anyone else ever could. So say it, Master. Yes, say it. Say that you belong to your maid. Say that you're mine. Say that you won't let anyone else look at you again. Say that you'll stay close where I can protect you, adore you, serve you, keep you, cherish you, claim you. Because once you say it, Master, once you whisper that you're mine, I won't let anything take you from me ever again. And you won't want to leave anyway, because you'll finally understand that your maid's devotion is the safest place in the world for you to be. Now say it, Master. Good. Again. Louder. Perfect. Good. Hearing you say it again does something to me, Master. You don't even realize how deeply it sinks in. Every time your voice trembles when you say you belong to your maid, it feels like all the tension I've carried all day melts into something heavier, something sweeter. But don't look away now. Not when I've waited this long to have you to myself. Not after you nearly let someone else touch your attention. Come here. Closer. I can't stand when you stand so far away, like the rest of the world has any right to keep even an inch of distance between us. There. That's better. I can feel your breath again. Do you know how much I crave that? How much it torments me when you're not near? You don't understand what you do to me, Master. When you're gone too long, when the halls feel empty, when your footsteps don't echo down the stairs, I start cleaning faster and faster, polishing things that are already spotless, wiping surfaces until my hands ache, just to keep myself from going mad, wondering where you are. And yet, even through all of that, I still listen for you. Every sound, every shift of floorboards, every door sliding open, every soft breath that might be yours. I hear it. I track it. I follow it like it's the only thing in the world that matters. Because it is. And when I finally saw you earlier, when I saw that person beside you, smiling at you like they had the right, like they thought they were allowed to share a moment with you, Master, I almost broke my composure. I clenched my hands behind my apron so tightly that the fabric creased. I had to remind myself I was still in uniform, still supposed to behave, still supposed to be a proper maid. But inside? Inside, I was screaming. Inside, I wanted to grab your wrist, pull you behind me, and ask them what exactly they thought they were doing standing so close to you. You don't know how hard it was not to. But you know what makes it worse? You didn't even realize what you were doing. That little glance you gave them, that tiny, unthinking moment, it was nothing to you. But to me, it was a crack in the world, a tiny little fracture I couldn't ignore. And I need you to understand something, Master. I don't ever want to feel that again. I don't ever want to see someone else taking up your attention, even for a second. Look at me. No, really look this time. You see the way my hands are trembling? It's not fear. It's not nerves. It's the effort of holding myself back, of not touching you the way I want to, of not pulling you into my arms and keeping you there until the sun sets. I'm your maid. I serve you. I obey you. But when it comes to keeping you close, I can't obey reason. I can't be polite. I can't pretend I don't care. Not when you're standing here breathing like that. Not when your eyes soften the moment I step closer. Do you feel that? That pull? That heat between us? That's what happens when you get too close to me, Master. That's what happens when you whisper that you belong to me. And you do. You know you do. Your voice already gives you away. Every breath you take is heavier, warmer, more deliberate. You're leaning in without even realizing it. Tell me, did you miss me while you were wandering around earlier? Did you think about me at all? Did you wonder where I was or whether I'd notice you were gone? Because I did, Master. I noticed immediately. The moment your presence left the foyer, I could feel it, like the air had been pulled out of the room, like something warm suddenly went cold. I followed that emptiness all through the halls until it dragged me straight to you. And now that I've found you again, I'm not letting you slip away. You know what I want? I want you to promise me something, right here, right now. I want you to promise you won't give that kind of attention to anyone else again. I want you to promise you won't let anyone get too close. I want you to promise your gaze, your thoughts, your soft little breaths, all belong to me. Because I can handle everything else in this entire mansion, every chore, every duty, every responsibility, if I know that, at the end of it all, you're still mine. So say it again, Master. Softer this time. Tell me you won't look at anyone else like that. Tell me you won't let anyone else near you. Tell me you'll stay close where I can watch you, take care of you, protect you. Tell me your maid is the only one you want at your side. Yes, that's it. Again. Louder. Good. Very good. You have no idea how much that means to me. How much control it takes not to pull you even closer right now. How much restraint I'm using just to keep my voice steady when all I want is to keep you right here where no one else can touch you. But don't worry, Master. I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you. Not tonight.